myself together to bring you this tutorial. And this is about Viking Knit, or it's also called Trichinopoly, and it's a way of knitting wire to make a necklace or bracelets or anything else you can get creative with. This is based off of a style that was found in archaeological finds for Vikings stuff. So I learned it at a Viking craft club, and now I've just run away with it and I've made a bunch of things. I've got some bracelets that I've made, different colors, and I've got a bunch of necklaces and some earrings as well. So I'm going to teach you the basics of how to do this. So the things that you will need. Firstly, wire. This is copper wire. That's what I work with, and it has enamelled color coating on it. This one is 1/2 mil. I wouldn't work with anything larger than 1/2 mil personally, because it gets quite difficult, and I'd say the thicker you work with, the less flexible it's going to be. So no more than 1/2 mil. Since you're working with wire, you will need cutters and pliers, always handy. And then you will need something to knit around to keep it nice and even. And I have a crochet hook. I have a whole pack of crochet hooks that are different sizes. You could use anything cylindrical, really. So a pen, a pencil, Allen keys are quite good. So if you have a pack of Allen keys, it's great because you also have different sizes for them as well. And then finally, you will need a draw plate. And this is just a bit of wood with different holes drilled into it. So if you just have a chunk of wood and a drill, just drill a whole bunch of holes in it, decreasing in size. So this makes the magic happen. Now to begin, I have this scrap piece of copper wire. It's also 1/2 mil. It's all kinked up like this because I've used it before and I'm kind of recycling it, so I don't have to throw this out every time I make a necklace. And to get rid of the kinks, just take a bit of cloth or end of your sleeve, just pull it through and it'll smooth it out. So Viking Knit or Trichinopoly is actually quite easy, but it does take practice to get it nice and consistent and even, and most importantly, it either takes a lot of patience or just stubborn determination. So, switching cameras, and voila, there we go. Here's all of the materials we need. And this is one of the first necklaces I made. It's just a bare copper wire that I was practicing with. Come on, focus. There we go. So you can see the details better and how that goes together. This is actually a double knit one. A single knit one, which is what I will show you, would be wouldn't be as dense, so you'd be able to see through it a lot more. It would be more holy. Oh, before I forget, if you'd like to try this out without having to go out and buy nice wire, if you have any old cables, just strip them because it's copper wire inside. I mean, that they will be different thicknesses, but that's where I got this. And I found a good, it's about 1/2 mil. I think it's slightly smaller, but if you just strip the insulation off some cables, there's copper wire inside. Alright, okay, and we're back to this. So, I take this scrap of wire. I've cut it off to the length that I need, but before you cut it off, you need to measure it. Now, I loop it over my finger 4 times. So I have 4 loops on the top there. Take it off, still got a loop, and pinch it together in the middle. And to keep it that shape, I will take this excess and just wrap it around the middle. Do we have that? Ta-da! Then we need to open it to get all these loops separated and branched out like a flower. Okay, I'm gonna move this wire, it's poking me. So it just looks like that. It doesn't have to be pretty. And I'll bend it. Alright, so there we go. Now the reason that this takes so long is that you can't work off of the spool of thread, spool of wire. You have to pull a length off and cut it. Right, so I cut a length off and I just measured this along my arm. So it's about my arm length and a half, and that works well for me. So, need to attach it to our little flower thing here. I'm going to put it up through the middle and just wrap a bit of it around there. Right. So that's what we've got. Now for this. This just helps keep things nice and even so you don't have it collapsing on itself. Alright, so you take the end of your wire here, decide where to begin and loop it through. Now get closer. Focus. There we go. So you want to loop it through there, pull it through and down. Whoa! Don't pull too tightly. You want another little loop there. And then you go to the next one and do the same thing. So you're coming from this side and going in. Alright, so that's what we have so far, and that's all you keep doing. You just keep looping from this side over, working the other way around until you have a decent bit of length. So I've just been looping on the first one here. If you wanted to do a double knit, you would move up to this one and do it every second one. You would loop there for a double knit, and you could even do a triple knit, which you would start there with. And as well, you can have as many petals, beginning loops as you want, but 4 is a good number. So you do that until this runs out, and then I'll show you how to add a new bit of wire. Et voila! There we go. So that long length of wire has given me only that much of potential necklace. So you need quite a lot of these to make a necklace. Anyway, I'm almost out of wire, so I need to add some more. So I'll take it off. There. I'll go as if I was going to just loop it through the next one, but I'll only do it on one, and then I'll put it down the middle on the inside so it stays on the inside. And then I'll pull it through. There. There. And then I'm going to attach the wire where this one should have come out. Right. Just make a little hook on one end. And hook it from the outside to where it should be. And I'll just give it a good squeeze to make sure it stays in place. And then put your frame back on. Didn't look like that. If it focuses. There we go. Bit of a mess. It's a bit too long, so I'll just chop that excess off. And there we go. And then just continue. Alright, so you would do this until it's a decent enough length for either a bracelet or a necklace, and this is far from it. Keep in mind that this is not the finished length. It will expand depending on how many holes you draw it through. So you take it off. As you can see, it's not flexible, it's not anywhere close to a necklace. It's a very far cry away from that, right? That's nice and flexible. This is just a wire stick. That's where the draw plate comes in and the magic happens. You just start with the largest hole that your necklace will fit into and just pull it through. I do it a couple times on each just to make sure. And there we go. Again, very different. And this is the single knit, so it's a lot holier and much more flexible now. And you just keep pulling it through smaller and smaller holes until you've got the size that you want. And that's it.